The inland dock is a part of our work, which is not only to keep this country strong, but to make Alabama economically strong too, to add plants and jobs and dollars to Alabama's economy. And to do that vital job, we need the use of all the natural resources that God gave us, and that includes the Chattahoochee River. This inland dock built by the Alabama State Docks Department at this northernmost part of the river can be a resource to go after industry. I expect you to use it as such, and of course we will be in some competition with our neighbors across the river in Columbus, and of course this will be friendly competition, and I sincerely hope that the state of Georgia itself acquires as much industry as Alabama, and I hope Alabama acquires as much as Georgia, because any growth of the great and sovereign state of Georgia is in the direct interest of the people of the great and sovereign state of Alabama. Local vision, initiative, dedication, and hard work on the part of a lot of individual citizens who employed state and federal government as its servant to accomplish a worthy purpose. This is my idea of the proper relationship of a free people to a government. This is government, state and federal, put to work in support of the free enterprise system, not put to work to destroy it. There is no federal coercion here. There are no foggy social fears tied up in this project. This is constitutional government at work as a servant of the people and not as its master.
This river is not only a gateway to increased trade, but also is an invitation to new industry and trade. More and more in this age of rising costs, industries, heavy industries in particular, which rely upon bulk shipments of such items as petroleum products, fertilizer, raw materials of various kinds, and heavy industrial goods, are seeking plant sites near water transportation.
The present law giving authority to the Water Improvement Commission as the pollution control agency is not adequate. The Water Improvement Commission took action several years ago to begin its recommended changes for this legislation. Last year, our last legislative session, the Water Improvement Commission sponsored House Bill 130, which was also sponsored by the Wildlife Federation and the Conservation Group. This failed to pass. It got caught in a logjam of at the end of the legislative session. It was opposed by some industry who felt that the recommended time schedule was a little rapid.
In 1963, the Water Improvement Commission issued a statement that the pollution problem in a part of the Mobile area was so bad that no new industry could come in, and presently existing industry could not expand. This affects you, and it affects me, and it affects the way I live and the way you live. Our industrial growth has come about due to the abundance of clean water that we have in the state of Alabama. Our industrial growth cannot continue if we do not continue to keep our waters clean. To do this, we have got to have a tool to work with in the form of an anti-pollution bill.
There is an arithmetic problem that I wish every child in Tennessee was taught in school. It is simply this: 1,000 miles minus 253 miles equals 1 week. Or to put it more simply, the 253 miles of the Tennessee-Tombigbee waterway will save a full week's shipping time for 13 million tons of commerce going each year from the nation's mid-continent river system to the Gulf of Mexico. This adds up to an estimated savings of nearly $14 million a year, with conservation and recreation advantages provided in addition. I don't know of a much greater bargain for my state and the other states who will share in this project. Like TVA, Tennessee-Tombigbee will give us tools of golden opportunity. Our people, I believe, have the ability, the desire, and the determination to use this opportunity to our greatest advantage through the Tennessee-Tombigbee waterway as another long step toward realizing the economic dream of the Mid-South.
Development of our river systems in Alabama was the #1 project which I pledged to complete for the people of Alabama in my first campaign for Congress. This is the great natural resource of our state, and it can produce the greatest prosperity we've ever known. Industrial development follows the development of waterways. For example, look at the industrial might of the Ohio River Valley. Is there any reason why the complete development of the Warrior-Tombigbee, the Tennessee-Tombigbee, the Black Warrior, and the Coosa, Alabama river systems will not industrialize our state? The answer is no. And for this reason, I shall continue my efforts toward the ultimate full development of this great natural resource. We're now seeing the development along these mighty rivers that, when harnessed, will bring industry, employment, and protection. Is there any reason not to exert our every effort toward this goal? Certainly not. For future generations will look back on this era that pointed the way to a greater Alabama.